Paul Myberg, USA Today Sports. Pyeongchang, South Korea. The Olympics are supposed to be a time of unity and sportsmanship, when any pre-existing political strife or conflict is placed aside in favor of pursuit of the Olympic ideal. And that has largely held true at the Winter Games, evidenced most clearly in the slight thaw of relations competition has yielded between South Korea and North Korea. Earlier in the Games, South Korea played host to a North Korean delegation that included Kim Jong-un's sister, Kim Yo-jong. On Wednesday, the South Korean government agreed to pay $2.64 million to offset the North's expenses while in Pyeongchang. But not all athletes have fully embraced the Olympic spirit, it seems. A Cold War of words, or, rather, a lack of words, has broken out on the skeleton track between the USA and a team of Olympic athletes of Russia, driven by the recent doping scandal that emerged from the Sochi Games and the decision made just before the opening ceremony here that 47 Russian athletes and coaches would be ineligible for competition. The two Russian sliders at Alpensia Sliding Center, Nikita Tregubov and Vladislav Marchenkov, were not implicated in the investigation into the country's doping program, allowing the pair to participate under unique circumstances. The International Olympic Committee granted Russians with no known history of using performance-enhancing drugs the opportunity to compete as neutral, unaffiliated athletes. They are represented by the Olympic flag, and Russian athletes who win gold medals will be serenaded on the medal podium by the Olympic anthem. That hasn't eased the underlying tension between athletes from the two countries. Do I believe they've competed fairly? No, and I've been very vocal about that, the USA's Matt Antoine said on Wednesday, according to Reuters. So I don't really have a need to have a conversation with those athletes. Asked by USA Today Sports on Thursday to comment on his relationship with the Russian sliders, Antoine declined. "I'll pass," he said. Tregubov and Marchenkov also declined to comment. But Antoine's teammate, John Daly, struck a more conciliatory tone. "I'm friends with everybody, so I chat with everyone," Daly said. "If there is an issue," he added, "I haven't found out." Athletes from other countries acknowledged the underlying cause of the dispute. The doping scandal trails all Russian athletes, even those allowed to race in Pyeongchang, but said it had no impact on the relationships with Tregubov and Marchenkov, whom New Zealand's Rhys Thornberry called two great guys. "I say hello to them as much as I say hello to other people, maybe more so than other people," Thornberry said. "People might think it's bad that they're here, but if you ask me, if they're here then it's because they're allowed to slide. The athletes that are here haven't been banned. In my eyes, they haven't done anything wrong. If you're irritated with their inclusion," Thornberry suggested, "maybe you should refocus your anger away from the athletes and toward a doping program the IOC believed had conducted a systematic manipulation of tests during the Sochi Games." The IOC has stripped Russia of 41 medals, 10 gold, 21 silver and 10 bronze, since the 2002 Salt Lake City Games. If you're upset that someone's here sliding, then maybe don't be upset at the slider. Maybe be upset with how everything works out and how the whole program works. Or, better yet, sliders should concentrate on the performance at the Winter Games, said Germany's Axel Jung-GK. "You have to do your own stuff and not look too much to the other people," he said.